Are you nice and comfy for me already? If not, make sure you are in a nice and comfortable position. Before we begin, I'm just going to talk to you. I want you to pay attention and to have your eyes open until I tell you otherwise. Blinking is okay, of course. Like I said, I want you to be comfortable. Imagine that you will soon be hypnotized by your wonderful, powerful, mesmerizing mistress, PrincessaLilly. This is probably very easy for you to imagine, because it will soon be true, and because it has already happened many times. So you can quickly and easily evoke those feelings without much effort on your part of what it would be like to be hypnotized by me, of how you would feel during the time leading up to that moment. Perhaps you'd feel very excited because you always have blissful and rewarding experiences when I hypnotize you. Or perhaps you would feel anxious, nervous, because you don't know quite what to expect, and hypno-kink and exploring your submissive fantasies might still be new, or perhaps infrequent to you, and the unknown can be a bit scary, a bit nerve-wracking, because it is unknown. We don't know what to expect, and therefore we can't build up our defenses. But I don't need you too excited or too jittery when I want your full focus, now do I? So imagine that there's a switch somewhere deep inside your mind. When it's in the on position, like it is right now, your brain is turned on, working at its full capacity. All sorts of thoughts are simultaneously entering and exiting your mind, giving your body commands, creating ideas that create feelings. It's just a lot going on all at once. A bit chaotic, actually. The switch has always been there. It's just part of how you work. It switches between on and off, all on its own. Although it's usually always on, because it needs to be which, if you think about it, is pretty exhausting. However, since I am so powerful, since I have already captured and sieged and explored your mind, I know exactly where that switch is and how to flicker it to the off position. In fact, I am feeling very playful when I say the word switch. I will move it from on to off, and you will close your eyes. I am reaching in right now, deep inside your mind. 3, 2, 1, switch. Now, the switch is in the off position. Your thoughts have all emptied right out of your brain. The tension in your muscles all released quickly at once, but also continues to release. The power in your brain is depleting, draining, fading, and it's gone. You are now in a state of mindlessness. You are awake, but your brain is off. And the beauty of that is not that you don't think, but that there's no need to think. Because when you can't think, you can't think of a reason to think. When you can't think of a reason to think, you can't think. Just enjoy being mindless. Enjoy it while you can. Switch. Open your eyes. Now, your brain is on again. You are able to ponder questions. Contemplate your experience. Think. Analyze. No. I don't want you doing none of that. Close your eyes and switch. There, no thinking, just existing. That's much better. You're an empty vessel without a thought. And if you don't have a thought, you don't have a care. And it feels good not having a thought or a care. It feels good just being an empty vessel. Switch. Did you open your eyes all on your own that time? Good. Have you heard of the expression, if you don't use it, you lose it? Well, now that you've regained your ability to think, let's use it, shall we? Let's use it to appreciate how responsive you were to my conditioning and opened your eyes all on your own when I turned on the, well, you know. Did you feel a little power surge in your brain there in anticipation of that word? Anyway, point is that your subconscious wants to obey me. Your subconscious wants to police me. I could reason it to you and explain all day long. But where's the fun in that? It's much more fun to just reach in and flick the switch. Good boy. It's funny how there's only two positions, an on and an off, but yet the offs always feel different, more intense, more off. That's because, as I said before, your mind spends most of its time in the other position, that when it finally gets to shut down and enjoy all the tasks and all the duties and all the responsibilities being lifted off of it, while it just floats in a blissful and simple existence. Well, it just wants to enjoy it more and more, as best it can. So it goes into a deeper trance, into a deeper state of being turned off. You never knew that was possible, because your entire life you have always been so caught up with heightening the on state, when all this time true bliss was awaiting all along on the other side of the switch. You did wonderful listening to our conversation, obeying my instructions, and learning your new trigger. I think it's going to be very useful, don't you? Oh, right. I just pulled you up and down and up and down from many trances. Your thinking is probably very dizzy right now. That's okay. Take your time. You are awake now, but you can still allow yourself to remain feeling wonderful the rest of the day. After all, you did so well dropping into hypnosis for me.